Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Reverse 1999. We're not gonna waste any more time, let's hop right back into the story where we meet 37 and this weird cult group of people, Greeks who, they love their math maybe a little too much, but you'll know what I mean when we get into it. So, let's hop right in and see what kind of adventure Vertin is going to be up to. I'm gonna try this time, I'm gonna manually
You're
go through
saying
it.
we're in 2007?
The heart is pounding fast in the chest. Perhaps it's the only chance. Hello, 37. That's a baby right there. She deserves all the head pats. She nods her head.
Do you know the storm?
Is that how you call it?
Yeah, actually. That's how
We
it's
call it the emanation.
Okay, then. You'd better start explaining, 37.
The tide of pneuma is pouring down from above and converging. It would raise as a tsunami and break the world of matters where darkness abounds.
Ah, that's how it goes. Oh, by the way, if the volume seems a little different this time around, I decided to crank up the voice volume for the voice acting parts by a bit, so that you guys can very clearly hear the voices compared to what I did last time. I'm still fiddling around with the settings, see what kind of basically level is going to be right for a good hearing experience. So this volume should hopefully be more than enough, and I hope that it's clear enough for everybody. Let's keep moving right along here.
I don't understand.
What's not to understand, Vert? She tilts her head and seems equally confused.
This shouldn't be hard for you to understand. You are also a real number.
Oh, so does that mean we are from a reality that exists rather than the ones that don't? If I'm reading this correctly, she is referring to the real numbers as the ones that are on the positive side, and the non-real numbers are on the negative side, which I would assume is where Manus Vindictae lie.
I am 37. What's your number?
Girl, nobody asked it. Girl, at least take me out on a date first, but hey, you do you.
I'm Vertin.
No. I'm asking your number.
Oh, right. They don't refer to each other here by real names because math.
The scripture says only the people who are still in search of their essences would identify themselves by a combination of meaningless phonetic symbols.
Jesus Christ. That's a loaded statement right there, 37. So that means people who are still using real names are lost souls, well, quote-unquote lost souls, and that they're still finding meaning. Oh my god. That's a loaded existential phrase right there, 37.
Well, so you don't know your number yet? Just like Sophia.
Ah, your girlfriend. Well, is it girlfriend or is it just best friend? I mean, girlfriend, roommate, it's the same both ways. None of her words make any sense. Oh, they never will. But this is not the most urgent matter one needs to worry about. Sonetto, Regulus, Lilia, Miss Radio, and the Radio Squad? Where are they?
Have you seen my companions?
Yes. Are you looking for the integer or the fraction? Or the irrational number? Or the imaginary number?
Okay, there's more to this number thing than I thought. Jesus Christ.
What?
Integers are the living example of virtues. Fractions can be understood through specific means. Irrational numbers are the free spirits, while imaginary numbers are the existence which doesn't belong to this dimension of the number axis.
So, I think she literally just labeled each of our party mates. I'm assuming irrational number, that's Lilia. Integer, that's likely Sonetto. Fraction is either the Apple or Miss Radio, and that can also apply to the imaginary number. So there are 4 major types of people on this Greek island. So we'll hopefully get more answers as we move along here.
Which one are you looking for?
I'll ask something else instead. What is this place?
Island.
That's... You deserve head pass for that one. You're a good girl, 37. You're a good girl.
What island?
Have you seen another island?
Right, and there's this thing that these guys have been like isolated from the world for God knows how long. So there's that.
Maybe another question. Did a biographer named Erd visit here before? In 1999?
That takes her a while to think about.
1999. Oh, 1999. 1999 is a lovely, centered triangular number. But I believe this number has been abused in the Doomsday stories. I mean, people are too invested in its meaning. In fact, 1999 is nothing special compared to 1991 and 1993. However, 999 is a brilliant number. It is a Capricorn number, a palindromic number, and the largest three-digit natural number.
Jesus Christ, you are dropping so many math terms on me, girl. This game has done one thing that no other video game has ever made me do, and it's to look up the real-life inspirations for everything that is in this game. And this game gives me homework like nobody's business. It's like I'm in school again. And I am learning everything for the first time all over again. And it's an extremely, extremely exhilarating feeling. I love every second of it. God, I wish we had more games like this.
Sorry to interrupt, but I only meant to ask about Erd the biographer. She'd been here on this island and written a travel note called Roaming in Aperon. Does the name or the book ring a bell?
I am sorry.
Oh no, baby girl doesn't know. Once again, she shakes her head.
I have no idea about the fragments of matters you're talking about.
Fragments of matters?
I can sort of get what 37 was going for, fortunately. A scream comes from behind. Yes, Regulus, but this is not about you. You'll be late.
Captain, you should go. This apple's arm has...
Apple, you don't have an arm.
No! Mr. Apple, stay with me for a little longer.
Regulus is still holding on to her Beatles CDs. Jesus.
Piss off! Shush! You wicked dolphins! Mr. Apple is not your breakfast, nor are my records.
Ah, we had to get rid of a few
Isn't that
wildlife.
Vertin? Vertin! Are you done with the standing and staring? Come give us a hand!
Jesus Christ, kid. This Brit. Oh my god. I was gonna say brat, but no. She is a Brit, and she's also a brat. That's a conversation for someone else, but anyway. Let's help Regulus out.
Thank God you are here, Vertin. Mr. Apple and I were this close to being made a stargazy pie by these clever bastards and served to the dinner table.
Definitely a bad day for you, Regulus. You lost your ship twice already in this entire story, and now you nearly got beached. Great.
You've also been incredibly helpful, Regulus.
I'm not sure if that's sarcasm, Vertin, but you do you.
Is that so? Like how?
Okay, that was genuine.
You rebuild my confidence in communicating with people. Have you seen Sonetto and the others?
No, I woke up on a dolphin's back.
Great.
Thought they had saved my life at first and was quite grateful to them, but the next moment they just started all the beating and biting.
They think you are an irrational number. That's why they bit you.
Whoa! This little lady made me jump. Vertin, who is this long-haired stranger?
A familiar voice calls from the distance.
Timekeeper.
Ah, it's our gay orange friend. Hello.
Thank goodness you are all safe and sound. Lilia's on her way. Now we only need to find the captain and his team members.
Next to her stand several strangers in white garments.
Sonetto. These people are...
They are the Apuron believers. They lent us a helping hand after the ship went down.
Ooh. The robed figures stand unspeaking and motionless, until one steps forward to break the silence. Is it 6?
Not at all.
Yay!
An integer is under an obligation to help his kind.
I called it so hard. Oh my god.
Miss Sonetto, have you found your friends?
Also, these people still believe in names, sort of. But, or Sonetto. I mean, Sonetto can be quite convincing if she needs to be.
Yes, only the members of the Razor Squad are still missing. They also belong to the St. Pavlov Foundation like we do.
Imaginary numbers are not of our concern.
Unfortunately. That sounds so bad.
Imaginary numbers?
You should not linger here if you have already found your lost friends. We will provide a boat for you to leave. Our school of thought does not accommodate uninvited guests.
Ah, so they're dead, right?
Wait, we have something to...
What if we know about the emanation?
The man halts.
We are the investigators from St. Pavlov Foundation. We are glad to share the information about the storm, or the emanation. Please grant us entry to this island so that we can share them.
Timekeeper?
So Verton's
I'll
doing
explain to you
something.
later. Trust me. Please, Sonetto.
Yeah, trust your girlfriend. Come on. The white robes whisper to each other.
Come this way. We will talk. However, only integers and fractions are welcomed here.
Jesus Christ. The man puts out a finger directly pointing at Regulus.
No irrational number is allowed on this island.
Huh, that's interesting.
Throw her into the sea.
Well, that seems a bit much.
Wait! Now, hold on a second. I said hold!
You still look confused. I know, darling. You haven't even vomited up the mouthfuls of seawater you ingested deep into your stomach. Just relax and lie where you are. You don't have to get back on your feet right away.
So, there are now two mysterious voices that accompany us throughout this entire adventure. The first one's a dude who was in the first 4 chapters of the game, and now we have this woman. An elderly woman, by the looks of it. And,
Usually, yes. Usually, when those drunkards and patients wake up from a coma, just like you do right now, they only have 2 questions.
who am I and why am I here?
The first one will help you find out the name of the land you are lying on. And the other will help you calibrate that bizarre watch on your wrist.
That's fascinating. And also, this elderly woman seems to be a lot more helpful compared to the old guy. The old guy only ever really... While the old guy provided us a lot of history and roundabout ways of giving feedback on the story, this elderly woman actively helps us, by giving us clues in a very vague manner as well, which is, well, not that different from the old guy, but at least this one's more helpful.
All right. Now it's finally the right time to make things clear. Open your mouth and throw up whatever you have. Seawater, questions, just get them all out. Right here.
And lo and behold...
Oh, darling, why not let it be? You're all on your own now. Don't ask for more when you already have someone to talk to, even if I'm only nagging most of the time. We gotta let the past be the past. Like how we deal with old newspapers. Because all I speak is one simple fact after another. Anyways, we will keep each other company for quite a while.
So, where am I?
Ah, finally a question about yourself. In front of you is a boundless sea. All you can see, besides the beach you are lying on, is water, water, and water. A cry for help will be drowned out by the waves, and even the strongest legs are tied to the ground here, and cannot break free. See? There's no way to leave, but it's a good opportunity to have an island tour. The locals have good manners, so I think you can ask them to show you around. That's at least better than just goofing off.
So what time is it now exactly?
Not even you can avoid asking this question. But a kind-hearted soul already told you that time is moving forward as it used to be, step by step. So the time is... the year 2007. Yes. Time is back on the right track, going where it's supposed to be. Raindrops literally drop again, and no one goes back to the past anymore. Well, some miss the good old days, though. Oh, you still doubt it, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. Don't get me wrong. I'm on your side. After all the hard times I've experienced, if anyone told me that my life was just a boring dream, one neither good nor bad, I would throw a shoe at them.
Enough with the riddles and get straight to the point.
I can tell you are being burned by anxiety. But to find the time you want, we need to comb through the situation. Like how you do with your hair. Time is like a soccer tort, and now it has been divided into many pieces. On the largest piece stands the white chocolate card. Yes, the last good days of the 20th century. The gentlemen are still growing handlebar mustaches, and the ladies have not yet flattened the curves on their bodies. New money buys one art piece after another to show off their good taste. They don't even mind turning their homes into museums.
So this lady is giving us like an overview as to what it was like about the turn of the century, and then the difference between then and now. At least from what I'm gathering from this really vague conversation. So she's nearly identical to the old guy, but this one is at least slightly more helpful.
A cafe named San Marco officially opens, gathering the most outstanding intellectuals and writers of the time. They talk and laugh there as if nothing could stand in their way.
These conversations also flesh out the world. That's why it's also really helpful to play this on normal mode, because you won't get this in story mode otherwise. At least I don't think so. I've never actually tried, because I just want to absorb everything here. So that's why I'm playing on normal mode.
Then the cafe receives a neurologist whose briefcase carries the interpretation of dreams. And celluloid film and projectors become a new means of expression for artists. At this point, helmets remain intact in the warehouse. Gauze only works in hospitals. Bullets only fly in the firing range, and the flame that swallows lives is not even lit. But soon enough, the young people who swore to retrieve their homeland will take up daggers and guns to fulfill their oath.
Are you referring to World War?
Buildings will shake like a leaf, and rocks will fall off and hit the walls. Screams will try to break free from people's throats. And at that moment, a clip will be loaded secretly in the name of supreme honor. A golden age is about to end. A vortex of blood is already swirling in the river of time, waiting to devour everything that passes by. When that actually happens, all the beautiful curves derived from nature, the B-shaped brooches, the punch, the eiderdown duvets, everything will be destroyed, leaving only an insurance contract behind. And it doesn't even work. Even this cafe will be smashed into concrete pieces. See? We have combed the hair now. Everything I just talked about is the time you want. You wouldn't buy the nonsense about the fairness of time when you reach my age. It actually feels different between those who keep their eyes shut and those who keep theirs open. Likewise, those who kill never share the same feeling with those who are killed. This is also true between those who have enough food to eat and those who are starving.
Tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
All right, that's it. I've talked enough. Now get up, darling, and brush the sand off yourself. Trust me, you will find your own answer to this era.
So we are in a time period where the storm is no longer around, but there are still people who are aware that the event happened, but it has apparently, at least seemingly, has been solved at this point. So there is that. And you can actually just, read a lot of these in a gallery somewhere. I haven't actually bothered to check where you can see this stuff again, but I assume it's in the story brackets that is in story mode. So there is that. Let's get right back into it. In the pocket, there are green peas, flat beans, and bitter beans. Pretty hard to tell them apart. Oh dear.
Yes, all is well. Those dolphins sent us to the other side of the currents. And one more thing, Captain. And I'm asking this with no ill intention. May I know your lineage?
The blue flower gently conveys the answer back to her.
Thank you. I wish your next mission would be trouble-free too.
Soneto sighs softly in relief and turns the knob back to its original position.
The members of the Razor Squad are all humans.
It's clear then. Real numbers refer to arcanists, and imaginary numbers mean humans.
Then what is the rest of this nonsense?
Soneto, Vertin, and this apple are integers.
While Miss Lilia and I are fractions.
Don't bother asking. I'm pure blood.
Oh, she's... she comes from a long line of arcanists. Huh. That's interesting to know.
This apple is also made of pure apple juice.
Jesus Christ.
I only consume 1.5 volt DC.
Right, Miss
So
Radio.
it's not determined by our lineage, or Regulus would have been an integer too.
So why on earth am I the irrational number? Why only me? Unfair. I demand the ruling to be changed.
Well, you have to ask why it's labeled that way first, so...
Shut up. We grappled hard to get you on this island. So you have no choice but to stay in the worst guest room.
Do you call this a guest room? A cell, more like?
The cell is left unlocked, so clearly some vestige of human rights and dignity remains on the island. Regulus shakes the railing as fiercely as if England had just lost the World Cup. You did not have to point that out. Oh my god. The writers, man. The writers. They knew.
Perhaps this piece of news will cheer you up. We are prisoners in the world, and our body is the cage of the soul.
That is not helping, Miss Radio.
Oh, cut me a break. Might as well play us some rock music.
Her chief mate appears calmer than the captain, still wrestling with her fate as much as the railing.
Seems the residents on this island venerate integer numbers. And irrational numbers, or the non-terminating, non-repeating decimals, cannot be represented as the ratio of two integers. Hence, they are discriminated.
In English, Apple?
No. Who are they to judge and decide me to be the irrational number? I was the only person who didn't cause any damage to the Foundation in the previous protest.
That's,
Oh, why do I get to have the worst of both worlds?
I've requested information from Miss Muzzle about Apiron, but it will take some time for the files to come in. The captain of the Razor Special Operations Squad told me this might be a settlement of a group of arcanists who have been long cut off from the world. Unlike other unregistered arcanists, these people chose not to live alongside the humans. They still lead an ancient arcanist way of life and follow the old customs. We must be meticulous when getting in touch with them.
But they used modern mathematical terms. And that girl talked about Caprica. He was an Indian mathematician active in the first half of the 20th century. I think they are not living in complete isolation. They are still in contact with the outside world.
how?
This place wouldn't be affected by the storm, just like the Elitial base, Foundation headquarters, and my suitcase. The travel notes in 1999. Manus Vindictae showing up in Elitial's base. The storm, or emanation, they must be somehow connected. And we'll find our answer here, I think.
Very energetic, Capitan.
Lilia, you should have used a Russian word rather than Spanish.
By the way, how come nobody is here to welcome us? They wouldn't suddenly decide to detain us all just because we have an irrational number here, right?
I'm with you all the time.
My god, I didn't know 37 was this sassy. Jesus. A reluctant figure walks out of the shadow in the corner.
6 asked me to welcome you.
Oh no, you made the baby sad. Lilia, apologize right now.
Oh, scared me again. What were you doing hiding in the corner?
Because it seemed you were in the middle of proving a conjecture. According to the scripture, disturbing others when they are giving proof of their arguments is as sinful as eating beans.
Right. So that's 37's, like, one of 37's quirks. She hates beans. And she's oh no. Oh no. Oh god. And Regulus loves her beans. Because it's stereotypically British. Oh my god. Oh, they will never get along then.
I don't want to be bound to the rocks of the Caucasus Mountain and have vultures eat my eyes after my death.
Eating beans?
Eating beans is the sin of sins. The biggest, worst, and ugliest crime. People eating beans will never transmigrate. They deserve nothing but eternal punishment.
What? Are you serious? Is this rule only for soybeans? What about broad beans, snow peas, chickpeas?
Jesus Christ. Regulus, please.
And what does it say about other bean-based products?
Beans are beans.
Oh god, she's a bean racist. Great.
You're funny. This doesn't even make sense. By this logic, aren't the coffee drinkers going to rot in hell? I happen to have a box of coffee beans in my bag.
The Rockin' Pirate produces her treasure and waves a single bean around her mouth, looking for a reaction.
If I put one coffee bean in my mouth, will the vulture get me right away?
No way!
Whoa, easy, mate. Do you want to get physical? This pirate is not scared of you.
The coffee beans are knocked over. Some restless small figures start to rustle in the shadows. There are critters down here?
Not fair! The critters are coming to your aid!
This is not good. We need to separate them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. A fight broke out because they were having an argument as to why beans are evil. Jeez. Alright, let's break them up.
Let go! Let go! What are you, a dog?
Oh, so that's the source of the meme. So this is the context of 37 biting Regulus? My god, she's such a sassy child. I love her. Oh my god. I would want her as my daughter. Same way as I call Shower my daughter. 37 is definitely like top 5 daughter material in this game.
13! Sonetto! Lilia! Get her off me!
As long as it doesn't bleed, it's fine. I think she's just play biting.
Oh.
Yep.
What is going on here?
Oh, it's Sophia. Hello.
37, let go of the guest's head. Now.
37 sticks out her tongue and lets go of Regulus reluctantly. She returns to the corner, giving the floor to the rest of them.
Sorry that I'm late. I'm Sophia, the corrector of Apiron. I will take over from here.
Why is she hot? She's hot. Oh no.
Oh, finally! We have an ordinary person here.
Please, let's talk on the way to the outside.
Like, look at that outfit. Like, she's rocking it. My god.
We believe everything can be translated into numbers. Things are made up of numbers. And mathematics is the key to opening the gate of truth. It is like the fire that lifts us from the darkness. This world may decay in time, but numbers will transcend the limit placed for all other things in existence. And if one can take up the challenges and improve oneself with practice, they may clear their thoughts and find out their truth.
As they speak at the end of the long tunnel, there comes light.
That is, to find out the number of their soul.
Oh, this is more like a place for proper conversations. Broad, open, as vast as the high seas.
Hold your horses, Miss Regulus. If you were to speak of consuming beans again, I will have no choice but to send you into the depths of the sea.
Jesus Christ, everyone in this place hates beans.
Fine. I haven't done anything yet.
Not yet.
Miss Sophia, could you please repeat all the taboos on the island? It was too dark in there. I didn't take them all down.
She wanted to write it down. Jesus Christ, Sonetto.
Worry not, Miss Sonetto. I have them all recorded.
That's even scarier, Miss Rado. So that means you can record conversations without anyone knowing. Great. The blue flower shakes in pride, showing the results of her attentiveness.
1. Abstain from beans. 2. Do not pick up what has fallen. 3. Touch not a white rooster. 4. Do not poke the fire with swords. 5. Do not jump over a crossbar. 6. Do not cut wood on a main road. 7. Do not enter the hall in new garments. Enter the hall from the right, and leave from the left. 8. Do not keep swallows around your house. 9. Do not sleep on a grave. 10. Make the bed as soon as you wake up, leaving no imprint of your body.
Soneto frowns slightly as she intently takes the notes. Yet next to her, Regulus is utterly agape, as if she saw a killer whale running on the ground with 2 new feet.
What strange obsessions are these? Even the police in London would be less officious.
This is an archaic arcanist group we're dealing with. I assume they have their own reason for these.
But what else are we going to do if we can't pick up the things on the ground? Just let it rot? Oh, this doesn't even make sense.
You are indeed an irrational number.
Huh? What about me?
Though I can't identify the exact number of yours, it's never too hard to tell the number types.
The way they talk about numbers and how to properly label people, it seems like it's a lot closer to astrology. Like, oh, you act that way because you're a Scorpio, aren't you? It's literally sounds exactly like that. And by the way, Sophia, your hot bod is extremely distracting. I'm gonna have to move along before anything else happens to my body.
You are a very typical irrational number. Irrational numbers are disobedient, sometimes unreasonable, and they hardly play by any rules. Just like the non-terminating random numbers following its decimal. These numbers are the floating points, or the noises. People of this type are the random ones whose actions show no pattern whatsoever. Disobedient, unreasonable, never play by the rules.
Soneto, you're smiling. Don't make it too obvious.
So that's what their judgment is based on.
Oh, she even gets the rock and roll part right.
Stop pulling my leg. This pirate will not so easily be defined.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what you are.
What about you? What's your number then?
I'm still learning. My time to reveal my number has not come yet.
Oh, you don't know? Well, I can help you with that. You are an irrational number 2.
A little green crystal ball coming from nowhere precisely hits Regulus on the head.
Ouch! What is this? A grape?
Huh. A perfect parabola.
Just sassy child. 37 stands behind him, holding a bunch of juicy grapes in her hand. She seems to be enjoying the moment. 37 is the embodiment of who is this sassy lost child?
Oh, it's you again. I won't be bettered in a fight this time.
Oh, please. Regulus's face is lit with anticipation. She is well prepared for another. Please do not. But Sophia takes a step forward and stands between them.
37? Shouldn't you be off preparing for the doctrinal meeting?
Oh, you made her pout.
6 asked me to take care of our guests.
That is true.
But I'm usually the one who receives the guests. Engaging with strangers might be a little difficult for you.
There's no causal link in these 2 events.
That's actually true.
People always bother you with trifles only because you're fine with it.
Ooh.
Do not sleep on a grave, and do not cut wood on a main road. Idleness is the cause of the breakage of one's flesh and soul in the long journey of perfecting oneself. Those who have not yet found their numbers have even fewer excuses to be indolent. Besides, why would you place the head of a guest in your mouth?
They were arguing.
She said she's going to eat beans.
That does not justify your action. Come to think of it, is she safe to bite if she had consumed the beans? Wouldn't that make you the bean eater as well?
Good argument there, Sophia.
The right way to deal with this is to throw the offenders into the sea. Let the Gorgon current take them and confine them in the ever-repeating circular motion.
Oh, okay, just to let them drown in a whirlpool. Got it.
Oh yeah. This is the most optimal solution.
Not to get them to the whirlpool in the first place.
How come you didn't think of it? This is one of the most basic set problems.
Hello? Are we done with the chit-chatting?
No, we're not.
Conspiring to my face to throw me in the sea. Mind you, this pirate's tolerance has limits.
Sure you do, Regulus. You're surprisingly patient for somebody who acts like an irrational number. She picks up the grape that 37 used to hit her earlier and throws it at 37 with all her strength. And let me guess, she catches it with one hand because she threw at an awkward angle. The grape hits 37 on her forehead. Oh shit! She looks shocked. Her mouth falls open with horror.
Ha ha ha! Right in the bullseye. What? What's that look on your faces? An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I didn't start this.
Regulus, did you just pick up the grape that 37 threw at you earlier from the ground?
Yep.
Did you just violate the rule of not to pick up what has fallen?
What?
The sound of wings suddenly comes down from above. A few stiff feathers with golden trim drift down like falling leaves. Sophia's expression freezes.
Get down! Abraxas incoming! It will take the offenders with it!
A chicken's head and two snakes as a feet. What? What on earth is that?
This island is strange.
This is not good. They seem dangerous. Regulus, come to my side.
The enemy is almost invincible. We took care of them pretty easily. I don't know with you. One of the Abraxas holds Regulus with its snake feet, like an eagle clutching a turtle dove, leaving for the dungeon.
Captain! I can't leave her alone. This apple shall follow her.
The apple follows the Abraxas. He looks weak and lonely in the air, like a left-behind sparrow. That's a little too sad.
A toast
Lilia?
to Regulus,
Oh my god, Lily accepting that she's dead.
to her ever-fighting spirit of breaking away from jails, no matter how many times she has been put behind bars.
I think you need a swig of that vodka, Lilia.
Luckily, she didn't have any beans.
May her soul be cleansed in the dungeon. What a mess. Ena eftegramot mima. Schematizate otan enosume dios semia.
Fia gently touches the brass ruler on her waist. As the glow fades... Hold on. As the glow fades, the grassland has been flattened to its original state. Did Sophia literally just repair the immediate surroundings? Jesus.
Timekeeper, did you see that?
Oh, I definitely did.
The arcane skills cast by the congregation on this island are very different from those we have seen. Mr. Apple is with Regulus. She won't be in danger for now. Let's follow Sophia.
As they walk, the woods become less dense. Oh, I think we're heading to civilization. And there we go. At the end of their path, there's a triangular stone statue standing among the trees.
We have wasted too much time on unnecessary matters. Miss Furton, this is the place you've journeyed to visit. The Hall of Apiron. This is where we share our knowledge of Numa, which is also the storm you've been referring to. Before you enter the Great Hall, please place your right palm on the stone and swear to it solemnly.
Wait, hold up. What am I looking at here? What is this shape? Given how the shadows look, it looks like it goes inward, but in reality, these are like the surfaces, and then this is the front of the stone. God, that's trippy to look at. The girl closes her eyes and begins an emphatic prayer.
I wish to be baptized in the water of Gnosis, and be rid of the long darkness of ignorance. I ask my tongue to be taken, for it has spoken mindless words, and I shall stay silent for the truth. I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me, and enter the great hall of forms as clean as a newborn. I swear to let matters stay in the world of matter, and a form in the world of forms. I swear to reveal no secrets, or my heart shall be taken by the vulture, my body consumed in flames, my soul trapped in the endless wheel of birth. Now, knock 3 times on the stone. Put on these ceremonial dresses. That'd be all. Remember to enter the hall from the right, and leave from the left. You are the humblest audience here, hence not allowed to speak. Please, stay quiet, and keep the secrets you heard at heart. I will arrange your meeting with 6 after this.
No problem. Miss Sophia, could you give us some privacy?
Please, enjoy. I have nothing more to say.
She walks away indifferently, as if none of them actually existed before her.
Wurzen, are we really going to do this? That oath we have to make to enter the hall sounds vicious.
Oh, yeah.
To stay quiet and keep the secrets. It's similar to the training we once received. I can go inside on behalf of Timekeeper.
No, I'll come with you, Sonetto.
But
I can't sense any sign of arcane skill on this stone. The oath is more of a formality than a curse.
Ah, okay.
The warning is lifted then?
But when Sophia repaired the floor in front of us with her arcane skill, there's no fluctuation of arcane power either. I can't even sense the slightest signs. It's either a kind of arcane skills we're not able to detect, or the moment we stepped onto this island,
we've been trapped in a tremendous ritual.
Oh, God.
That's to say, any arcanum used on this island is only a part of this giant flow. We don't know where this flow is leading us. We know nothing about it. It's too perilous, Timekeeper.
I know, Sonetto, but as long as we obey their rules, we won't get into other trouble. The doctrine of the Aperon is to live in solitude and seek nothing but the truth. In fact, they've never been aggressive towards us.
I think of this differently. Think, the pure-blood arcanist community, the unknown arcanum power, and the obsession with certain knowledge or identity. Sound familiar?
Manus Vindicte.
Yet, we haven't spotted any traces of the Manus here.
Which is fascinating.
Manus Vindicte is like the rat living in the gutter. I don't think they will let go such a favorable chance.
Which means we need to find out the truth.
I believe in Timekeeper.
Lilia shakes her hands.
I have zero interest in this meeting. I'll stay outside to keep a lookout. Take care.
There is no time to hesitate. The door already lies before them. Hands on hands and recite the vows in mind.
I wish to be baptized in the water of Gnosis and be rid of the long darkness of ignorance.
I ask my tongue to be taken, for it has spoken mindless words, and I shall stay silent for the truth.
I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me and enter the great hall of forms as clean as a newborn.
I swear to let matter stay in the world of matter, and a form in the world of forms.
I swear to reveal no secrets, or my heart shall be taken by the vulture, my body consumed in flames, my soul trapped in the endless wheel of birth.
And then suddenly it was a ritual. All seats in the hall have been taken.
Fellow brothers, sisters, our quest for Gnosis had suffered 3 unprecedented crises.
Who the fuck is this? Wait, isn't this Six's boyfriend? Question mark? Don't quite remember, but I do know that 210 is important. But I just don't know the details yet. I've only seen him in memes, so I'll find out soon enough.
First was the discovery of irrational numbers, and then the creation of imaginary numbers. Last was the loss of the grand unification of different lineages. The truth was buried, and history was rewritten. But the emanation is not a crisis. Instead, it's our last salvation.
I can tell where Manus lies. Let's see if they make it obvious.
The supreme existence has once again shown itself to us. The door to the everlasting transcendent world of forms has opened once again.
By the way, when you enter this chapter, there is an eye icon, which means that there's a boss fight in this chapter, so... oh boy. Depending on how easy or how hard that boss is, but I'm safe to assume that the boss is going to be easy because, again, I am horribly over-leveled for this part of the game at this point because I have 2 full teams that are meta, basically, Dynamo and Blood Tithe, and then the impromptu team is on the way with Beryl. I think Beryl is part of the impromptu team, I'm not sure which, but there we go. I have 2 meta teams, like, immediately, so the story mode content is not too hard, or not hard at all, actually.
As Numa pours down, things are rewound to the world of light. Everything in the world of matter breaks into pieces. for they are as delicate as a petal before it. We, who have the honor to witness the emanation of Numa, have the privilege to survive the turning of the Wheel of Birth. Because we know the truth. Our survival is destined. It is the beginning of a mission to bring the unseen truth into this world.
His audience responds with a round of applause, but nobody says a word.
Thank you.
The speaker bows in thanks and gestures toward the hall.
The next orator is 37, our smallest irregular prime, and the brightest star of Hermes.
This, by the way, feels very, very uncomfortable to me. I get what they're going for, but this feels extremely unnatural. And like I said in the beginning, it's like a cult, basically. A really smart, an intellect-focused cult, if that makes sense. The applause stops. A moment of silence, reverence passes. A dedication to truth.
The emanation in 1929 only lasted for 2 days.
Yes, it only lasted 2 days.
All methods to calculate the Numa emanation failed. We found no pattern in the occurrence of time reversal. All our efforts in the past 4 years have gone completely wasted. That's the end of my speech.
What do you mean? Are you telling me that this group had a hand in what happened in the stock market crash? Huh. Silence. Long, dead silence. Abruptly, someone starts to clap. Oh my god, I think I know who this is. And it's a live 2D cutscene. Oh my god, it's the hot mom herself. Oh my god. It's her! It's her! Order comes first and then second. The mission matters the most. This is what she had been trained and believed to do.
Shh. Who did that? Who broke the silence?
The silent audience all turn their heads and stare at Sineto. Yet the apparition has gone.
Sorry, Timekeeper.
Yeah, you acted on reflex.
Get ready to run, Sneto. The Abraxases are coming.
Can somebody tell me?
Okay, so the boss fight wasn't exactly too interesting. It was honestly extremely easy. Again, I am super overleveled for this point of the game. But what you guys just saw, the hot mom, or the hot mommy, as most people prefer to call her, that was Arcana, and she is the boss, the leader of the Manus Vindictae. And let me tell you right now, I'm gonna put up pictures here. You're gonna see why she has her army of simps. Yes, I am one of them. But going back to Regulus here.
Why, I constantly get locked up ever since I've known Vertin.
You're a wild card, Regulus, and you're pretty rambunctious, you know? I think you sort of deserve it, unfortunately. In a now neglected corner, the Rockin' Pirate is deep in thought.
First locked up in a suitcase, then a Foundation cell, now this! Oh, what else could it be if Vertin weren't the jinx? Lads! I know what's going on! You got the wrong person! She is the most irrational number here!
Dungeon gate remains tightly locked. The wood made of it wouldn't understand her words.
I'm knocked. What does it say here? Freedom will be granted once the proof is completed. That's to say, I have to prove myself not an irrational number to get out of here. Which is exactly what I've been trying to do, isn't it? Brat!
Her fist smashes against the wooden gate.
Ugh!
She drops to a crouch because of the pain.
Captain, maybe you're in the wrong direction. This apple presumes that the followers on this island have a close connection with Pythagoreanism.
Pythagoras? That ancient Greek mathematician? The guy who said something about the opposite side of a right triangle? Isn't he the guy who lives in sometime BC?
Maths is only a part of the Pythagoreans' achievement, but from a more universal perspective, they are a mysterious group of scholars. Believing things are made up of numbers, venerating integer numbers, abstaining from beans, and the religious collective lifestyle. These are all pointing to Pythagoreanism. The earliest Pythagorean school perished because of the discovery of irrational numbers, which explains their odium of it. At that time, a deviant student named Hippasus discovered root 2, and the theories based on the ratio of integers they hold dear were upended. Hippasus himself was drowned in the sea.
That's a bit much, but I'm gonna have to look that up.
This apple assumes they see the integers as the standard of virtue, and people can increase the number they rank through study and self-improvement. Besides, they are convinced that a numerical code is hidden in everything and everyone. Whoever can solve the code can obtain the truth of the world.
Alright, now I know what's going on.
Regulus immediately gets off the ground.
This pirate has had enough of this moral standard, which is obviously prudish, backward, and lacks humanitarian spirit. I'm going to tackle the root cause of this misfortune.
Pirate, the believer in liberty, walks in circles in front of the gate and suddenly starts to pull the loosened strips on the door.
I'm breaking out!
Why am I not surprised? The captain quickly gives the sufficient and prerequisite condition to prove herself an irrational number. This apple may be able to offer some help.
As soon as Apple puts his hands on the wall, I don't know how he does that, he feels a violent shake come through it.
What's happening? An earthquake?
The sound of birds and beasts echoes in the cell. Chief Mate Apple floats out of the gaps of the guest room, making a thorough inspection.
All Abraxases are flying in the same direction. Is this their habit, or...
Ah! The roof is about to collapse! So far, this place has made the London Juvenile Detention Centre a heaven on earth.
A bit much there, Regulus, but you do you. Fortunately, the scattered rocks were not enough to fill this spacious guest room. Regulus pulls herself together and resumes her prison break once again. Perhaps the collapse made the cell drafty. A cold, gloomy fog descends into the room. The wooden gate, however, stands still.
Oh, is there a piece of paper? Did one of the Abraxases drop this? Strange. The unsolvable puzzle. Is this a math problem?
Yeah, unfortunately.
0.4, 0.7, 1, 1.6, 2.8, 5.2, 10, and 19.6. 8 numbers in total are listed in this order.
There are 8 symbols below, respectively representing the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Maybe it is a hint that we should fill the symbols in the blank box after the numbers. That sign says to complete the proof. Does it mean to solve this puzzle?
Ha! How unsolvable can it be? Clearly, each of these 8 numbers should represent one planet. We can easily find the missing planet by trying them one by one. And our Mr. Apple here is the king of the Times crossword. Yes?
I think there is a difference between this and a crossword.
The mellow red fruit rubs his chin. Again, I don't know how he does that, contemplating the crossword.
In this apple's humble opinion, the ratio of certain numbers should match this number sequence, such as the radius, volume, or rotation period.
Wouldn't the sun be absurdly large if these numbers stand for their sizes?
Tiny squeak interrupts Regulus's thoughts. Well, we got curves again. Small rustling figures have gathered at their feet without her noticing.
Hey! The underground critters are back! Go away! Don't touch my note! It's not your food!
Yeah.
Hold on, please, Captain. Seems like the critters are trying to tell us something.
Oh, they weren't hostile. Great. I just spent a battle trying to, shoo them away.
They are pointing at the sign of the sun.
Is that so? Even the critters on this island know math. The sun. What if the sun is just here to serve as a reference point? I read an IAU's report in the Times 2 years ago. the International Astronomical Union.
I didn't know you were into that kind of stuff, Regulus.
Earth's average distance to the Sun is approximately 93 million miles. As for Mercury, the average distance is 36 million, and Venus 67 billion miles. Let's say if we take the distance between Earth and the Sun as one astronomical unit, then the distance between the Sun and Mercury would be approximately 0.4 units, and Venus 0.7 units.
Regulus, you had this all along and you never told us? Really?
There you go. These numbers are the ratio of their average distance to the Sun to the Earth-Sun distance.
And then, of course, it's wrong, but you never know. Touched by a flash of genius, she fills in the first three celestial bodies. Once cloudy knowledge comes back with precise clarity. Everything both logical and inevitable.
The average distance from Mars to the Sun is about 142 million miles. Jupiter about 484 million miles. Saturn 886 million miles, and Uranus 1.786 billion miles. By rough calculation, and if we round the results to one decimal place, Mars would be 1.6 unit, Jupiter 5.2 unit, Saturn 10 unit, and Uranus 19.6 unit. That's weird. All these numbers one can hardly remember have become so clear in my mind.
But if these numbers stand for the ratio of distance, what's the planet for 2.8? There's no planet between Mars and Jupiter.
Oh.
If the Sun is the reference, we will have one planet missing here. Is it really a puzzle unsolvable?
Aha! Nothing is unsolvable. You are looking at the solution. There must be one planet out there, unknown to us as of yet, located between Mars and Jupiter.
A massive vibration shakes beneath the ground.
What now?
Must be important to transition to a scene like this. Oh dear. A planet emerges from the darkness. Oh my god, Regulus. It rises in the air with little warning, shedding a cold gray light. In this damp and dark cave, it's bright, gigantic, and noticeable.
What is this? A celestial body, which I have never seen before.
Captain, this apple has an impression on this. There is indeed a star between Mars and Jupiter. It is called the Ceres, discovered by Piazzi Giuseppe, an Italian priest in 1801.
Ceres? Did we just validate its existence? Is the universe truly arranged according to this sequence? Could this be the ultimate key of everything?
Are you gonna say the number 42 at any point? Because I have a feeling you're gonna say the number 42 at any point.
Regulus! Regulus!
Someone is eagerly shaking her arm.
What are you doing? Good food poisoning after accidentally eating one of those critters?
Odd. My head hurts. What was that?
All the stars have disappeared. Now there is only cold walls and damp air. Oh, and Lilia, who is looking grave.
I'll make it short. Stanetta is in detention. They're planning to sentence her to death by giving her the poisoned wine.
They what?
As you can see, this school on the island lives in a box made by the truth. Even if they have a donut in their hands when they are hungry, they still see a topological space. Like the cute ring attached to an initiation toy. It's not food anyways. But if you give them a puzzle, they will enjoy it like the best Kaiserschmarrn. Oh, my apologies. I was not talking about the one you are holding.
Doesn't taste good.
No. With all due respect, that thing in your hand is pretty old. The mold on it seems to come from the 18th century, judging from the smell. I'm sure you know it will make you sick if eaten. But we have to admit, it is not just ordinary mold. It reminds us of the story in which, once, a merchant's son looked up at the night sky and found the answer to the stars for us. The young man firmly believed that the movement of the stars and the sun follows certain laws, just like how the delicate gears in a watch work together.
Isn't that just Pythagoras? I think maybe. I don't know. I mean, the name was mentioned, so it could be him. It could be some other mathematician. I'll find out once I do my research.
And his point was even proven correct by Zeus's grandfather. When another gentleman observed the sky through the reflecting telescope he took great pains to make, a celestial body was exactly there. What was it called? 19.6. The 8th number in the sequence, the 7th planet in the solar system, and the legendary God of the Sky. If the world was not created by God, are there any theories we can use to explain such a beautiful law? Yes, the one that says it never actually exists. Anyone can see the breach in this number sequence. That is the planet, which is supposed to be the 5th number in the sequence. I mean, how come we have never seen it before, if it does exist? Either God is wrong, or we've been blind all this time. What do you think?
We're blind.
Yes, such a planet definitely exists, and as expected, it was discovered in the end. Yes, that's the Ceres. It only took that great mathematician an hour to find its orbit through calculation. Oh, what great astronomy! What great mathematics! What great creation! It was a beautiful dream, but it was still ended, eventually, by another discovery. The 8th planet. Not the Ceres, nor the Uranus, but a new planet. People found it through more precise astronomical data and calculation, proving that the number sequence found by the merchant's son was only a myth. Now we are clear of what we've been talking about. It's an unsolvable puzzle.
Because it doesn't
make no sense from the very beginning.
Oh my god.
We found the Ceres because it happened to be there. It is real, and no one can deny its existence. In other words, we can perfectly prove the rationality of mathematics because we invented it.
So we caused our own problems. Great.
It's been a good dream, I suppose. Now, imagine that you are walking alone in the darkest valley ever, trying to drag your fragile body upward as much as possible before it is worn out. Hoarse cries squeeze their way out of your mouth to ask for a response from the gods. Suddenly, an afflatus dawns on you. The next moment, a miracle happens. You are already at the top of the mountain, witnessing the rise of a huge celestial body from the skyline. Even if it's only in your imagination, you have just witnessed the dawn of the creation, and the shock is real.
And that concludes it for this little run. So, Regulus is having her own little adventure. Sonetto has been detained, and we still have a problem to solve, but we are out of time. So, if you guys like what you saw and you want to see more of the misadventures of Vertin, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles!